Tranquility is demonstrated in many pieces of literature. In the book Eldest by Christopher Paolini, Aragorn is a dragon rider. In his time of training with the elves, he must sit in a grove and listen to the world around him. He has to work on remaining calm and quiet to be able to focus on everything at the same time. He could not be disturbed by any one thing, but had to remain focused and calm throughout the entire process. By demonstrating tranquility, he was able to learn many new things. The importance of this virtue goes beyond just literature. Tranquility is a virtue that I try to apply to my everyday life. An example of it in action is watching or playing a sport. If the game does not go how I want it to go, I can often get frustrated at the turn of events. This has happened when I do not finish well in a cross-country meet. By demonstrating tranquility, I am able to remain calm and patient. This always produces better outcomes than letting my frustration get the best of me.
My definition for tranquility. Tranquility is the quality of being serene. For my literary example, I chose To Do Perfect Chemistry by Simone Alcalis. I chose this because throughout the book he is forced to make tough decisions for a girl he loves. The main character is in a part of a Latino gang and is forced to drop out to be with her. He has to perform all of the harsh actions and deal with the terrible consequences, but somehow stays calm through it all. My personal anecdote for the virtue tranquility is something I think most people experience sometime in their life. When a group of my friends got in an argument, we tried to stay calm and not get too crazy. Even though the fight got heated, the argument didn't end up getting out of hand. By staying calm, we could then all be civil with each other and move on.
The virtue that we chose was tranquility. When doing this, I picked a story in which this was represented. The story was called A Man Thinketh, written by James Allen. The book is about the power of thought. It also speaks on how the mind can help you accomplish anything. It speaks mainly on tranquility throughout the whole story and how people can accomplish many things just by keeping calm and quiet about a certain task, and if you do so, you will be able to accomplish the things you want or need to, even if something goes unplanned. I've said my part, now you up to the plate. Thanks. Now it's time for the personal anecdote for tranquility. Let's go get it. My personal anecdote for tranquility is when I am working for somebody and something goes completely wrong. If you just think of the worst thing to happen on the job, it's happened to the best of us. Thinks of it. This has happened to me before, and instead of freaking out and not thinking of what's going on and just going nuts over what to do, I just think carefully, calm myself, plan what to do, be peaceful about it, and mainly just relax and take a deep breath. If you were to do this, it will help you out a lot. Trust me, even though we have just met. What I did was the example of tranquility, and it helped me to figure out the situation and get things back on track with no headache, and took a huge weight off of my shoulders. I wonder why there is nobody on this train. Thanks for listening. Our creator for this is Tyler from Group 19.
The virtue I chose was tranquility. For this virtue, you are supposed to keep a cool head and not get angry over small things. I spent all day watching my reactions to all kinds of little things. I found that trying to keep calm is somewhat harder than I thought. It's much easier to get mad at small things because you don't really have time to stop and remind yourself to stay calm. Because they usually happen in a split second, I couldn't stop to think when they happened. Tranquility can be a useful trait to keep because it will make you a lot happier when you aren't mad over trivial things. Tranquility can be used in literature by an author who is trying to write something. If he spends too much time stressing over the small details of his work, he will never get it done.
Tranquility is one of the most important virtues because remaining calm can often solve many problems. Many of the other virtues are related closely to tranquility, like silence and humility. Remaining serene will produce better results than acting rashly. Tranquility remains as relevant today as it was in Benjamin Franklin's time.